What's going on, guys? I'm back with a brand new series review for you guys. And I just watched The Boys, Season 4, Episode 8. Characters of interest: The Butcher, Kamiko, and Ashley. Yeah, I said Ashley. All right. Let's get to it. And I by the way, I am very sorry that it took this long to put this video out. The season finale has already been aired a while back. It's done already. But here I am, all right? First one. The Butcher wrecked Newman out of nowhere. When this scene came on, Butcher slid through there. They were having a conversation in the rec hall or whatever, the cave or whatever, and then Butcher just slides on in there like the a-hole he is. Okay, I had no idea what this dude was gonna do. It was gonna be something. I thought it was gonna be a long speech. I thought he was gonna talk about something. I don't know. Sit down, have a drink, whatever they were gonna do. No, this man gets in there. He slides in there. He's looking. He carefully pushes Huey out the way. Out of the way. Thank you. You don't have to say a lot to Huey. Just get him out the way. And then these things come out of his chest. These that everybody's saying it's some venom type stuff, or like venomous, venom like type thing coming out of his chest. But I don't know what to call that. I don't know. It's just like the chest version of what Zoe has. Okay, is that her name? Zoe, the daughter of Newman. It's the same thing, but it's not coming out of his mouth, and they're stronger. She can't compete. She can't compete with this. That's that worm. That's the worm in his body. That thing came out and it started to slam and wreck Newman. And then it did some kind of Mortal Kombat type move on her, ripping her apart violently. That was so enjoyable. Confusing because I thought she was indestructible. So what this means is that the Butcher is stronger than Homelander? That's what it looks like. That's what it's looking like. All right? Ain't no way he's not stronger than Homelander. And you managed to rip her skin apart. Her body. Homelander couldn't even laser her and make a scratch. So by the next season, it's going to be very interesting to see those two go head to head if Butcher still has that worm in him. All right, that's all I gotta say about that one. And then the daughter's coming for blood. The daughter is coming for blood. This is expected. This is already going to be expected. If not, then they're doing something wrong. All right. Number 2. Ashley V'd herself. So instead of running away with A-Train, like you could have done a long time ago, which would have been a lot easier and less complicated, you gave yourself powers that you have no idea what it was going to do to you. And your head's bubbling like somebody poured acid on your head. Or that weird witch movie from a long time ago where all those witches were found out and they just started turning to rats. It reminded me of that. Is she going to be a witch? What's going to happen here? She's going to have like head powers? The actual head, not... Okay, never mind. Her head started bubbling up, and it was weird. So they're saying Medusa type powers. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Hulk powers or something like that. We shall see. Because it's just not, that's not in the comic books, obviously. That's not in the comics. Okay? That is some totally new stuff. So I'm really, really interested to see what's going to happen with Ashley. Now, she's about to become one of the most favorite characters on the show by next season. I would only hope. Because it's going to get crazy. Is she doing this to join them, or is she doing this to defend herself? What's going to go on with that? All right? Last situation to talk about. Kimiko said no. And I didn't catch this part the first time I watched this. I had to rewatch the entire season to even notice that she was talking. Because I'm too busy, looking at Frenchie over there get hypnotized by the chick from Gen V, which is something I'll talk about a little while later on under review. Gen V, I've seen it, we'll talk about that. But I didn't pay attention to the fact that she actually had words come out of her mouth. Sound came out of the mouth hole. Okay, and she said no. So my question with that is, well, now that she can talk, that's going to be a completely different kind of character, right? It's not the same feel anymore. I think the whole thing about Kimiko, she couldn't talk. It was that she couldn't talk. And it was kind of a mystery. Now there's no more mystery. Or is the things that she says going to be quite interesting for her character? Okay. Will that make a lot of a difference because now she can talk? So she's just going to go crazy with the whole new talking skill going on here. I want to see how they're going to play that one out, because they just did something that they could have done in the last season in this season. All right. What are we going to do with that? And my overall rating of this entire season is an cool. Yes, an cool. Okay. There were 2 fantastic episodes out of all these episodes. You know what I'm talking about. Episode 4 and this one. That just, turned heads, in my opinion. Other than that, everything else was cool. Everything was cool. It's not as bad as everybody else is making it out to be. In my opinion, I like this. I like this season. I like it. But, it's a good bridge to the last season. It's a good bridge to that. You need to press that like button, share, and you better subscribe.